You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do a lot of like self-evaluation, and you gotta do a lot of hard decision making, you know, but you gotta, I think that if you committed to progress and you committed to success, that you're gonna figure it out based on survival and necessity. It's tricky, man, because it's a lot of mental reprogramming you gotta do more than anything, more than removing yourself from an environment. You have to mentally reprogram yourself for success.
The man blew up and never left his hood, bro. It still wasn't enough for him. The man gave back on a daily to his community. It still wasn't enough for him. Man built businesses in his own hood. Still wasn't enough for him. The man represented his culture and what he stood for to the fullest. Still wasn't enough for him. Everywhere he went, he let it be known he was a rolling 60s Crip. Still wasn't enough for him, bro. The streets betrayed Nipsey, bro. The streets betrayed Nipsey, and they turned their back on Nipsey when he needed them the most, bro. Bro should have been protected better than what he was, dog. You know what I'm saying? And the very thing he embodied, Nipsey was the definition of LA street life, bro. When I think of LA street life, I think of Nipsey, bro. That's who I think of. Bruh represented and embodied that to the fullest, and they still turned they back on him, bro. You feel me? Ain't no way in the world that should have happened to that dude, bro. The way it did. You feel me? And you can tell, bro, if you go back and look at the footage, dog, bro ain't see that coming. He ain't see that dude. He didn't anticipate that dude doing that to him. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't, dog. And for whatever reason, bro, it wasn't enough protection around Nipsey that day. Regardless, and I ain't even trying to call out his security or nobody. I ain't doing that. I'm talking about the niggas in the streets that looked up and valued Nipsey. They should have been on go for bruh every time he touched down at that store. Every time, bruh. But they wasn't. Because I'm telling you, bruh, that's why a lot of niggas, when they leave their city, they never look back. For the simple fact of stuff like that, bro. Because it's never enough, bro. The hood gonna get to you one way or another for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never gonna be enough. I ain't saying that about every hood, but in general, that's why niggas leave. And that's why they never look back. But Nipsey wasn't doing that because Nipsey was a man of integrity. And was a man of character, bro. Look what he did for his team. He came in with the same people. The people he came in with was the same people he stayed with through his whole career. You know what I'm saying? Bruh had all the opportunity in the world to sign major deals, you know what I'm saying, with other labels and teams, you feel me? But he made sure he signed the deal to where he knew his team that he came in with was gonna get the credit. Nobody else. He wanted his team to get the credit, bro. That's the type of nigga Nipsey was. He stood for something, bro. He stood for something. And on top of that, bro, the way his mind thought and the way he moved throughout the game, bro, he was getting ready to take hip hop to a level he had never seen before. You know what I'm saying? He was getting ready to put LA on the map the way LA had never been put on the map before. Yeah, Dre, yeah, Kendrick, you know, NWA, they all represented LA to the fullest. But they weren't going to be able to do it the way Nipsey was going to be able to do it. Nipsey was finna take it to another level, bro. That's a fact. That is a fact, bro. Because look at how innovative Nipsey was. First person that I seen when they're talking about with the smart store, integrating that type of technology into a brick and mortar store. You know what I'm saying? Having content, be able to look at it on your shirt. On your shirt, bro. I never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, bro, look at what he was doing with the STEM technology, what he was going to be doing for the kids, building for the kids, bro. Nipsey was the Steve Jobs of hip-hop. Most definitely. Steve Jobs of hip-hop. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Not up for debate. Bruh, what this dude was about to do, bruh, was really going to take hip-hop to an entirely new level that it never seen, and they took him out before he could see the dream come through. Just look at the brand in itself, the marathon, what it stand for, bro. Stand down, stand committed, taking the stairs. No, we don't want no shortcuts. We don't want no handouts, because we want the respect when we get to the level that we aiming to get to. And you can't take that from us, because we did it the right way. You feel me? Dog, it's just crazy, like the way bro went out, bro. It's sad because I don't look up to a lot of people, bro. I really don't. But Nipsey was one person I really did look up to, dog. He was one of few that I looked up to, because of everything bro stood for, and the way he moved, and the way he was about his team and his family. You know what I'm saying? And for him to not be protected how he should have been protected, dog, is a spit in the face to him, bro, and his family. You feel me? It's disrespectful. That's why I say it's no honor, it's no code, no love in the streets, bro. The streets don't care who you is, bro. Know what I'm saying? They don't care who you is. It's no love, it's no honor, it's no code that exists in the streets. It's just people in the streets that uphold a certain honor, a certain code that they live by. But in the streets universally, there is no love, there is no code, there is no law. It's anything goes, bro. I'm telling you, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Don't get caught up in the streets. Don't become a victim of street mentality and street life, because there's no love or honor in it whatsoever. Nipsey was a real one, bro, to the gristle. If it's anybody that you want to emulate, or you want to look and see how they did it the right way, look at Nipsey, bro. Bro was a solid pillar of the community, dog. You know what I'm saying? A revolutionary in his own right. And he was bringing stuff to the black community that no other rapper was ever like touching. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like I say, the black Steve Jobs, the hip hop Steve Jobs. And for him to not be protected how he should have been protected, dog, it's just sad and it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But that's somebody I forever study, that I forever look at as somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you want an example of how to do it the right way. Look at Nipsey, bro. Look at his life. Look how he stayed down through all the adversity he went through. Look how he kept coming back. Look how he kept improving. Look how he kept building. Look how he kept putting his team on. Look how he kept them around. Look how he didn't allow no goofies around him. You know what I'm saying? Just unfortunate how it happened to him, bro. But bro, forever be a legend. You know what I'm saying? He'll forever be an iconic figure. And that's just what it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do you think Nipsey was protected the way he should have been? Or do you think it was just that was just an unfortunate situation? I think it's both. It's unfortunate, but he wasn't protected how he should have been. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. The marathon continues, man. And it's your boy, Welcome Family Hustle. I'm gone.